Okay, so I'm sorry if this video sounds frantic or something, but I was cleaning my room, and I found the Warrior Cat fanfiction I wrote when I was 9 years old. This fanfiction is from 2010, 4th grade. I was 9 years old. This is the cover art. I drew this when I was 9. I'm actually kind of proud of how my art was when I was 9, but anyway, that's not the point. You may have remembered I mentioned this story I wrote. I mentioned it in my How I Became a Furry video, but I couldn't find it, so I couldn't give an example of what it was. But I found it. And do you know what that means? It means I'm going to do a reading of it right now. I don't think I've seen this since I wrote it, so it's been 10 years. I've only looked at the first page, so we're gonna be going through this together. If the pictures of the pages look bad, it's because I took them with my phone, because I don't have the digital copy of this anymore. I think, I don't know, over 9 years I switched computers or something, I don't know. But first off, we got the crossed out Flora's Prophecy replaced with the title Nightfall. We love to see it. Anyway, let's begin. Chapter 1. It was a sunny, warm day where Flora lived. She was happy and thought all cats lived this way. Flora is a white cat. Wow, okay. She only had one older sister, Rosemary. She was a gray color that looked almost blue. Okay, like a Russian blue. But one day, "Hey, Rosemary," said Flora. "What?" answered Rosemary. "Do you think life is different in other places?" asked Flora. "No, you dope," yelled Rosemary. "All cats live just like us. Don't be stupid." "Oh," Flora said, disappointed. The midday breeze made Flora's fur dance in the wind. The wind also carried the scent of her owner's dinner, which made her drool a little bit. "Hey," yelled a voice. It was Rosemary. "Huh?" Flora was still caught up in the smell of the food. "It's dinner time," said Rosemary. Flora looked down at her food dish. She always ate like this, but today something in her felt different. Oh my god. Rosemary looked up from her food dish. "You aren't eating?" said Rosemary with a confused look on her face. "No, not today. Something's different. Something out there is calling me," said Flora, her eyes shining. I love that I included no spaces between dialogue, so you have no idea who's talking until you get to whoever said what. "What? You must have been out in the sun too long," Rosemary said with a chuckle. "I was not," argued Flora. "I'll tell you this. All cats live like us. There's nothing different out there. Go in a forest. You know what you'll find? More houses," yelled Rosemary. Oh my god, these cats are dumb. "Fine, I will," shouted Flora. "I'll leave tomorrow. I'll prove that things are different. I'll be back to tell you what I see," said Flora, looking out the window. "Like you'll even last that long out there," teased Rosemary. "You know what? I'm tired of you. I'm leaving right now." Flora was full of anger. "Yay, now I have the bed all to myself. You don't even care, do you?" Tears were forming in Flora's eyes. "Now, Flora," Rosemary began, but Flora had already shot out of the window. Shot out of the window? Wait, were they in the house? Did I ever mention that they— oh, I don't even know. Chapter 2. Humph, I'll prove her right, Flora thought, trying to wipe the tears from her eyes. With what? She doesn't have hands. She's a cat. Oh my, okay. She was walking in a very grassy area. She liked the way the grass crunched beneath her paws. But out of nowhere, she heard another cat talking. "I need you to take a patrol around the border," said a light brown cat with white paws. "Yes, Whitefoot," said a small dark gray cat. "I knew cats lived differently, I knew it. But what are they talking about?" thought Flora, with a wide grin on her face. She was hiding in a nearby tree. When did she get to the tree? I didn't mention that at all. When Flora saw the great view from the height of the tree she was in, she lost her balance and fell right into the grassy terrain. "What's that?" said a small kitten. "It's a kitty pet in Wind Clan territory," shouted the kitten's mother. "Someone call Swiftstar fast," shouted another cat. I heard my name. A white cat with orange ears and an orange tail emerged from a rock-like shelter. "Swiftstar," all the cats said at once, then bowed their heads. I don't mean to intrude." Flora couldn't finish her sentence. "It's all right," said Swiftstar with a gentle tone. "Just go back to your 2 legs where you belong," he said. "What's a 2-leg? Uncultured swine." Flora had no idea what he was talking about. Oh my god, we're only on the 2nd page. "You've lived with them your whole life, yet you don't know what they are?" Swiftstar was puzzled. "Oh, you mean my house folk," Flora said, amused. "Okay, I'll leave." She was very happy they didn't hurt her. careful on the way out, yelled Swiftstar. And don't let me catch you here again. I love that I spelled here wrong. He added with a fierce tone. I won't, she hollered, and she faded away in the distance. Chapter 3. Cats do live differently. Flora was as happy as she could be. I can't wait to tell. Who are you? Said the dark gray cat she saw earlier. Oh, I'm Flora, but don't worry, I'm leaving. She didn't want to start a fight. A trespasser, shouted the gray cat. No, I fell out of a tree and trespasser! I will listen to no excuses. You're going down right here, right now. This cat wasn't giving up. He sprang at Flora. This is it. This is the end. Flora's so goddamn dramatic. Stop, yelled a voice. Whitefoot? The gray cat looked surprised. Now Ashpaw. Ashpaw? I wasn't even original with the names. Oh, now Ashpaw, you know we don't kill unless we have to. Thank goodness, I'm saved, Flora thought with a sigh. But she was trespassing, protested Ashpaw. Swiftstar just got done talking to this kitty pet and she was free to go, said Whitefoot. But I wasn't there. I was doing my job, patrolling the border, whined Ashpaw. Alone? Where's his mentor? Apprentices don't patrol borders by themselves. Okay. Ashpaw, you know better than to argue with the deputy. Whitefoot's voice was stern. Ashpaw just mumbled something, but Flora couldn't hear him. What's a kitty pet? Flora asked. You're a kitty pet, said Ashpaw sharply. A kitty pet is a cat that lives with 2 legs, said Whitefoot. They know nothing about the wild and are better suited to their comfortable life with 2 legs. Oh, said Flora. I'll leave. Flora walked away with her tail down. Not all kitty pets are this way, she thought. Yes, they are, but okay. The sun was high and it was quite warm. Flora looked back at the 2 cats one last time, then left. Oh, the distance to my home is so far away, Flora said. She looked around her. This did not look like the path she took to get to the forest. I'm lost, Flora said, frightened. What if another cat comes and rips me apart? She looked around and spun in circles, trying to figure out what to do. Maybe I can use my nose. Flora tried to sniff for her old scent, but it was blended. Does that even work? Oh, what? But it was blended in with the trees and grass scent. Her nose wasn't strong enough to ignore everything else. I should have never left. Now I'm lost, with nowhere to go. Flora lay down and started to cry. She cried for 30 minutes. So specific. Then, without realizing it, she was asleep. Yeah, I love crying and then going to sleep. Hey, a voice woke Flora up. Hey, wake up. The cat pushed her with his paw. Huh? Flora looked up and saw Ashpaw. Ashpaw? Flora was confused. Shouldn't you be gone by now? It's sun high, said Ashpaw. How long was I asleep? Said Flora. Or asked Flora. 2 hours, said Ashpaw. How did you know? No one was around when she fell asleep, so how did Ashpaw know? I heard crying, so I came and saw it was you. I tried to wake you up earlier, but you were fast asleep, explained Ashpaw. Not that I care or anything. Oh my god, tsundere, said Ashpaw, turning away from Flora. Flora smiled. Ashpaw was worried that she wouldn't wake up. Can you help me get home? Asked Flora. You have a nose. Just take your stale scent from when you came here, said Ashpaw, walking away. I can't, said Flora, jumping in front of Ashpaw. Why not? Asked Ashpaw. The forest scent blends in with my scent, and I got confused, Flora said sadly. What kind of cat are you? Asked Ashpaw. A kitty pet, I guess, said Flora, looking down. Fine, I'll take you home, but once we get to 2 Leg Place, I'm leaving, said Ashpaw. Okay. Flora had no idea what 2 Leg Place was, but she was just happy Ashpaw was helping her. Ashpaw sniffed the ground and walked forward for hours. How far did Flora go? Finally, they reached 2 Leg Place. Okay, you know where you live, right? Asked Ashpaw. Yeah, and thank you, said Flora, smiling. Whatever, said Ashpaw, and he ran back in the forest. I sure like to use said, huh? No other type of wording, just said all the time. Chapter 5. Rosemary, Rosemary! Flora was so excited she could barely contain herself. Flora, I thought you were dead! It's been 1 day. Rosemary was happy to see Flora. Rosemary licked Flora because she was so worried. Stop it, shouted Flora. I was worried about you, said Rosemary, crying. Flora was puzzled. You missed me? Asked Flora. Flora, I know I've been mean, but you're my sister and I love you, said Rosemary. I thought you hated me, said Flora. Of course not. There's so many saids. Oh my god, said Rosemary. Oh, well, cats do live differently, said Flora. She almost forgot to tell Rosemary. Really? Asked Rosemary. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it, squeaked Flora. Finally, something else than said. She was finally right for a change. Flora told Rosemary about WindClan, Ashpaw, Whitefoot, Swiftstar, and what happened when she fell out of the tree, and Ashpaw walking her home. Wow, Flora, that's amazing, said Rosemary, stunned. And guess what else, said Flora. What? Asked Rosemary. I'm going back to live with them. What the hell? Said Flora. What? Shouted Rosemary. Flora, you could have been dead, and now you're risking it again? Shouted Rosemary again. Sorry, Rosemary, it's just that, well, I want to be a forest cat even though they almost killed you. Okay, honey, said Flora. Rosemary was silent for a few minutes. Then she finally said, I understand. What? I understand. You can leave tomorrow. Don't forget to eat first and be careful. What? I will, Rosemary. Flora looked up to her sister. Rosemary didn't have the courage to look back at Flora. Rosemary went to sleep, and Flora looked at her. Good night, Rosemary, she said with a smile, and then she was asleep. The morning sunshine made it hard to see, but Flora just turned to the other side. Then she realized, oh my gosh, I'm leaving today. She walked over to her sleeping sister. I'll never forget you, Rosemary, she thought. Then she ate her food and left. Now how did I get there again? Oh, I can follow Ashpaw's scent, Flora said. Hold on, Flora, you couldn't follow scents, and now all of a sudden you can? Oh no, she can't, never mind. Oh, she followed his scent until she reached the forest. Oh, what do I do now? Her nose still couldn't smell through the trees. She just tried to follow the path she took to get to WindClan, and then she was stopped. Hey, you're on WindClan territory, a ginger-colored cat said. Wait, Russet Fur, that's the kitty pet from yesterday, shouted a tan cat with brown stripes. That sounds like Longtail. Wait, I can explain, Flora protested, but the cats took her to Swiftstar. Didn't I make it clear not to come back? You should have stayed with your 2 legs, said Swiftstar. Wait, please, Swiftstar, listen to me, shouted Flora. Russet Fur was walking toward Flora, but Swiftstar stopped him. What do you have to say? Asked Swiftstar. I would like to become a part of WindClan, said Flora, hoping he would let her. Ha! In your dreams, kitty pet, said Russet Fur. Yeah, a kitty pet like you can't even follow a scent trail, said the tan cat. These guys are so mean. Now Brown Stripe. That's such an original name. Don't tease. You can become a part of WindClan. What? Said Swiftstar. Everyone was silent. A kitty pet had been accepted into the clan. Swiftstar? Are you sure about this? Asked Russet Fur. She had a lot of courage to come back. I'm sure, said Swiftstar. Thank you so much, Swiftstar, said Flora. You have much to learn, young one, said Swiftstar. What do you mean? Asked Flora, confused. You'll find out soon enough. Russet Fur, you will mentor this young cat, said Swiftstar. I have to mentor a kitty pet? That's crazy, argued Russet Fur. Are you disobeying my orders? Asked Swiftstar, glancing at Russet Fur. Fine, said Russet Fur. Flora, come with me, said Swiftstar. Okay, said Flora. Swiftstar took Flora to a very high rock. Oh my gosh, it's almost like it's the high rock. You could see the whole camp from that high. Cats of WindClan, please come to the high— Oh, it is the high rock! Please come to the high rock for a clan meeting, shouted Swiftstar. Cats were staring at Flora, mumbling things. This kitty pet has shown strength, and will now be an apprentice of WindClan, said Swiftstar. This time, the cats of the clan were surprised. She'll be known as Frostpaw. Russet Fur is her mentor. That is all, said Swiftstar, and he hopped down from the rock. Chapter 7. I can't believe it! I was accepted, shouted Frostpaw. Humph! Well, I can't believe it either, said Russet Fur, annoyed. Ashpaw and Whitefoot came from a distance. Ashpaw froze when he saw Frostpaw. Flora? What are you doing here? Shouted Ashpaw. Swiftstar accepted me into the clan, replied Frostpaw. And it's Frostpaw, not Flora. Get it right. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Ashpaw turned to Russet Fur. She's lying, right? Please tell me she's lying, said Ashpaw. Nope. Swiftstar said it, nice and clear, said Russet Fur. He must be crazy, shouted Ashpaw. Ashpaw, stop it. If Swiftstar said it, it must be true, said Whitefoot. Ashpaw will give you a tour of the clan. But, and that's an order, yelled Whitefoot. Fine, Great Star Clan help me, said Ashpaw. Star Clan? Frostpaw didn't know what Star Clan was. Obviously. Let me explain, Ashpaw said grudgingly. Ooh, I knew what that word meant at 9 years old. There are 5 clans: River Clan, Shadow Clan, Thunder Clan, Wind Clan, and Star Clan. Does Star Clan really count as a 5th clan? Star Clan is where we go when we die, so basically Star Clan has cats from all clans. The leader of River Clan is Silver Star, Shadow Clan is Coal Star, Thunder Clan is Bright Star. You know the Wind Clan leader already. But what about Star Clan? Asked Frostpaw. Star Clan has no leader. It's a mixture of all the clans, just like I said before, idiot. Explained Ashpaw. Moving on, this is where the apprentices sleep. That's where we will sleep until we become warriors, said Ashpaw, pointing with his tail? Like what? Pointing to an enclosed den with moss bedding. Here's where the warriors sleep. We can't go there yet, obviously. This time Ashpaw was pointing to a bigger den with even more moss bedding. Next, where the elders sleep. When a warrior can no longer do their jobs, they retire. Queens also retire once their kits become apprentices. What? No, they don't. They become warriors. Whatever. Here's the nursery where queens take care of their kits. Ashpaw led Frostpaw to a very sheltered place. It looked very comfortable. This is the medicine cat's den. Our medicine cat's name is Clearwing. Ashpaw showed Frostpaw a den with 2 beds and holes in the walls to store herbs. Last, Swiftpaw's den is up there. Ashpaw pointed to a place on top of a rock. Thank you for showing me, Ashpaw, said Frostpaw. Whatever, Ashpaw the tsundere replied, and he walked away. Ashpaw sure is stubborn. I don't get how Whitefoot deals with him. I mean, ready for some training? She literally just got here. Russetfur interrupted Frostpaw's thoughts. Huh? I guess, Frostpaw said uneasy. Good, because we're going to train hard, shouted Russetfur. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, first things first, Russetfur said. Learning how to hunt. Hunt? Why don't we just go ask the 2 legs and 2 legs? Are you crazy? Are you dumb or stupid? One of the rules in the warrior code is to never take food from 2 legs. Is it really? Is that in the warrior code? Russetfur couldn't believe how stupid Frostpaw was. Warrior code? Frostpaw asked. The warrior code is what a clan cat lives by. Here are the rules. Kits and elders fed first. Always obey your leader. Never take food from a 2-leg. Is that one of the rules? I don't remember. If you get an offer to be a kitty pet, say no. Good warriors never stoop as low to become a kitty pet. Next, if you are a medicine cat, you cannot have a mate or have kits. Why? Asked Frostpaw. Think about it. If something happens to our medicine cat when she is having kits, we won't have a medicine cat. And she is very important. Okay, but what if it's a dude? Like, then that logic doesn't matter. Whatever, replied Russetfur. I understand. Good, now let's get going. Russetfur told Frostpaw all the steps of hunting. Crouching, stalking, picking up a scent, and even how to hide her scent. Watch me. Russetfur crouched so low that his stomach touched the ground. He stuck his nose in the air, then saw a squirrel nibbling on an acorn. Then he pounced so high. What? Why would you go high? That doesn't make sense. Then he pounced so high, Frostpaw couldn't believe her eyes. The squirrel saw Russetfur and squealed. But it was too late. A sharp bite to the neck from Russetfur was all it took for the squirrel to lay dead. That's how the pros do it. Okay, Mr. Big Shot, Russetfur said with his mouth full of squirrel fur. Okay, I'll try. Frostpaw crouched down like Russetfur did. She sniffed the air, but she couldn't pick up a scent. You can do it. Russetfur could tell she had a weak nose. She sniffed again. This time she could smell a rodent-like scent. Okay. Do I smell a mouse? Frostpaw never knew what a mouse smelled like, but she didn't listen to Russetfur because she spotted the mouse. She waited, and then she sprang. The mouse was startled and ran, but Frostpaw wouldn't give up so easily. She chased the mouse until they were at a dead end. What? There's no dead end in Wind Clan. It's just plains. The mouse was trapped between 2 giant oak. There are no oak trees in Wind Clan. What? Frostpaw caught the mouse with one bite. Frostpaw, Russetfur was huffing behind her. Are you crazy? You didn't need to chase the mouse, Russetfur exclaimed. But I caught it. Let's go back to camp. I think you've had enough training. Good job. She caught one mouse, and that's enough training? Chapter 9. I caught a mouse, Frostpaw shouted, puffing her chest out proudly. In a stupid way, Russetfur said. God damn. How did you catch it? Ashfur! Oh god, typo. Ashpaw had just come back from his training. She startled it and then chased it. But I caught it, didn't I? Replied Frostpaw. What? You chased it? That's no way to catch a mouse, said Ashpaw. I caught it, and that's that. End of conversation. Frostpaw turned away, and Russifur bounded after her. Where are you going? You don't know the Wind Clan camp that well already, asked Russifur. I'm going to the apprentice's den to take a nap. I'm exhausted, Frostpaw said, slouching down in the moss. Fine, I'll wake you if something important happens. Like what? Russifur walked away to talk to Swiftstar about something. Before she knew it, Frostpaw was fast asleep. Frostpaw awoke to something soft next to her. Oh boy, is it Ashpaw? It was like she was sleeping next to a wonderful, warm, fluffy cloud. When she opened her eyes, she couldn't believe what she saw. Oh, Ashpaw! I knew it! Ashpaw? What? Ashpaw slowly opened his eyes. Ah! I went to sleep over there! I went to sleep over there! How did I end up here? Shouted Ashpaw. Maybe you were sleepwalking, Frostpaw purred amusingly. Ashpaw opened his mouth to argue, but he closed it again, just to stomp away blushing. Can cats blush? I don't think so. It was nightfall. Ooh, title drop! And Frostpaw was looking up at the stars. It's a beautiful night, she thought to herself. I wonder, did Ashpaw mean to do that? Hoping I wouldn't wake up? I should just go back to sleep. Oh, we love the straight romance forcefully put into the story. She closed her eyes and went to sleep. Rise and shine, shouted Russifur. Frostpaw's fur fluffed up. She wasn't expecting Russifur to shout like that. Do we have to start so early? Frostpaw asked, half asleep. Then she wondered where Ashpaw went. She saw he was sleeping in a nearby corner, but was awakened by Russifur. What's with all the yowling? I'm trying to sleep, shouted Ashpaw. It's time for Frostpaw's training. You should be training too. Where's Whitefoot? Mewed? That is not the correct dialogue to put there. Okay, mewed Russifur. He's in the nursery making sure the kits are healthy. That's the medicine cat's job, not the deputy. Whatever, replied Ashpaw. But please don't get him. I want more sleep. Ashpaw rolled back over and went back to sleep. He's so stubborn, snorted Russifur. I agree, said Frostpaw. If I agree, then why do I take a liking to the lazy cat? Frostpaw just couldn't work out her fangirling straight thoughts. I didn't actually write that. She just shook it off. It wasn't the time to be thinking about that. You ready to go? Asked Russifur. Huh? Oh yeah, said Frostpaw. Russifur and she and whatever, walked deeper into Wind Clan territory. Frostpaw saw 4 giant oak trees on an island. What's that? She yelled, half excited, half scared. Scared? They're trees. It's 4 trees. Or do you pronounce it fortress? I think it's fortress? 4 trees? I'm gonna say 4 trees, said Russifur. 4 trees is where all the cats go for gatherings. Gatherings? It's when all the clans come together and talk about new warriors or problems in their clan. They never talk about their problems. That's a sign of weakness, said Russifur. But only cats chosen by the leader can come. Do you think I'll be chosen? Don't bet on it. Bet on it, bet. Oh, Frostpaw was disappointed. Russifur showed Frostpaw where the Wind Clan territory stops and another clan's territory starts. He also taught Frostpaw about scent markers. Scent markers are when a cat leaves a strong scent behind, showing that another territory is starting. Did I really have to explain that? We have to stop training. I have to go on a patrol, said Russifur. See you at Sun High. Wait, you didn't tell me what Sun High was. It was too late. Russifur was already gone. I'll ask Ashpaw. Frostpaw walked up to Ashpaw, who was in the nursery. What's Sun High? What? Did they walk back to camp? Okay, whatever, I guess I missed that part. What's Sun High? Asked Frostpaw. It's when the sun is high in the sky and we share the daily news of the day. We call it sharing tongues. That's not like an obligation. You don't share tongues at sun, explained Ashpaw. Now go, I'm busy. Why are you so stubborn? Ashpaw didn't reply to Frostpaw. He just looked down at the kits. Fine then, don't tell me, shouted Frostpaw, her fur bristling. Frostpaw, wait. Frostpaw turned around. What? Never mind, Ashpaw the tsundere said. I'll never figure out what's going on in his head, the stubborn furball, Frostpaw thought. Then Swiftstar leapt onto the high rock. May all cats old enough to catch their own prey come under the high rock for a clan meeting. It's about the gathering. The gathering, Frostpaw thought. Although she did not know much about it, she still wanted to go, like any child would. These are the cats chosen for the gathering, Swiftstar went on. Russifur, Brownstripe, Whitefoot, Eaglepaw, Shining Paw, and Frostpaw. Shining Paw? What kind of goddamn
goddamn name.
That is all. Thank you for your patience. What? What about me? Ashpaw yelled. Don't yell at your leader like that. The reason you weren't chosen is because you don't show respect to others, you mouse brain, snapped Whitefoot. Go off, Queen. Next time, you should think twice. I was chosen instead of Ashpaw? Cool, said Frostpaw to Russet Fur. Inside, she was actually very sad that Ashpaw couldn't come with them, but she didn't show it. I'm not surprised, grunted Russet Fur, turning his head. Oh, so do we take the same way we took to get to that fortress trees place? Asked Frostpaw. Yes, Swiftstar will lead us. When do we go? Be patient. At Moon High. What? Did I introduce gatherings and then make a gathering immediately happen? Okay. Frostpaw just couldn't contain her excitement. She saw Ashpaw angrily staring at the corner of the apprentice's den. I'm sorry you couldn't come. Leave me alone, spat Ashpaw. I was just trying to cheer you up. Look, kitty pet, no one is ever going to accept you into the clan, so don't even expect me to care, shouted Ashpaw the tsundere. Frostpaw couldn't believe how cruel Ashpaw was being. She felt tears welling up in her eyes. I can't believe you. I try to be helpful, and you just say that. I came here, and I'm just feeling so attacked right now. You don't know how much that hurt me. Frostpaw ran to Russet Fur crying. Ashpaw just looked down at his paws. I shouldn't have said that, he thought. I'm just jealous and I let it take over. Now she'll never forgive me. Hours passed and Moon High was finally here. Moon High, finally! Frostpaw had already wiped out what had happened earlier out of her mind. She said no thoughts, head empty. Swiftstar led Wind Clan to Fortress, and he sprang onto the rock where the other 3 leaders stood. Look at all the cats! How many are there? Shouted Frostpaw. There are cats from all 4 clans. I told you there was going to be a lot of cats, purred Russet Fur. I didn't know there would be this many. Yes, attention! The gathering has started, yowled a sleek, silver-colored cat. This is a Silverstream ripoff, cutting Russet Fur off. Silverstar, said Russet Fur. RiverClan has a new warrior. Birchclaw, please stand up, said Silverstar. A lean, young-looking cat with creamy brown fur stood up. It looked like he was built for swimming. Why does that cat have such a pelt like that? Asked Frostpaw. I don't know, maybe because they're from RiverClan, idiot. RiverClan's cats have to have thick coats so they can swim to their territory, said Russet Fur. RiverClan is very proud of this new warrior, continued Silverstar. Does any other clan have news? WindClan does. Swiftstar stood to his paws. Frostpaw, please come up here. Frostpaw did as told and jumped on the rock. What? They don't just let apprentices on the rock, do they? That's not something that happens. We found this cat being tortured by its 2 legs, so we took her in. Don't judge just because she was a kitty pet. She has shown strength by standing up to me in times of doubt. Frostpaw looked up at Swiftstar. That wasn't what happened at all. I know, right, sis? That's not what happened. Her 2 legs treated her well. Swiftstar just looked down at her and winked. Winked. He was changing the story so it didn't sound like WindClan had just accepted a kitty pet just like that. Frostpaw smiled gratefully. You shouldn't be grateful about that. That's disrespectful. Back at him and looked down at the cats below. Say what you want, but this cat is special, said Swiftstar. All the cats just looked around and stared. Her collar hasn't even come off yet. Oh my god, her collar's still on. A cat yelled. Murmurs of agreement went along in the crowd. Suddenly, a cat sprang right past Frostpaw, clawing her collar right off. Wow, what a ripoff from Longtail versus Rusty. Frostpaw gasped for breath, thinking that the cat was about to claw her neck off. Frostpaw realized it was Ashpaw! Plot twist! But you? I'm sorry. That was all Ashpaw said, and he ran back to the WindClan camp. Cue dramatic music. Chapter 11. Was that one of your warriors? Asked Brightstar. Unfortunately, yes. I told him not to come, sighed Swiftstar. Maybe StarClan told him to do it, said Silverstar. Or maybe he just needs to train his cats better, spat Coalstar. Can I settle things with my clan later? Someone else please brighten the mood with some good news, said Swiftstar. Swiftstar signaled with his tail for Frostpaw to go back with all the other cats. Frostpaw walked back down. ThunderClan has some news, said Brightstar. Our medicine cat, Cloverpelt, has gotten an apprentice. Come here, Flamepaw. A ginger cat with light ginger paws came to the high stone. When Cloverpelt passes on, when Cloverpelt kicks the bucket, this young cat will become our new medicine cat. You may go now, Flamepaw, said Brightstar. That's it for ThunderClan. Now it's time for ShadowClan's report. Coalstar stood to his paws with a rather angry look on his face. ShadowClan has found ThunderClan set on our territory. Oh, we love making ShadowClan the bad guys in everything ever. Shouted Coalstar, scolding Brightstar. What? I assure you no ThunderClan cat has been on your territory, shouted Brightstar back. You think I'm lying? Why would we want to eat your prey? It's rats and toads. You could be spying, and suddenly a dark cloud covered the moon, making it very dark. StarClan has been displeased, said Silverstar. The gathering is not the place for fighting, shouted Swiftstar at Brightstar and Coalstar. Brightstar and Coalstar were silent. The cloud covering the moon passed on. I think it's time we leave, said Silverstar. With a flick of her tail, she signaled RiverClan to follow her. Swiftstar flicked his ear, uneasy. WindClan, let's go, he said. Coalstar narrowed his eyes at Brightstar, then left with his clan. ThunderClan was last to leave. Does that usually happen? Frostpaw and Russetfur were sitting down eating a bowl. No, not really, said Russetfur. ThunderClan might have been spying, maybe. ShadowClan cannot be trusted. Well, that's my opinion. Your opinion is clanist. Why can't ShadowClan be trusted? Well, Russetfur was interrupted by a yowl from Ashpaw. Can't you see I was trying to help? Shouted Ashpaw. You knew you weren't supposed to come, shouted Swiftstar back. Swiftstar! Whitefoot was running in the scene. I'm sorry. He was able to sneak past me. Well, then you're a terrible deputy. Forgive me. It's not your fault, Whitefoot. Yes, it is, said Swiftstar. He just needs a punishment. Ashpaw, you must groom the elders for a week. But that's an order. Maybe if you start now, they won't need as much grooming tomorrow. It's literally like midnight. What? Okay. Ashpaw was about to say something, but he walked away to the elders' den. Chapter 12. Get up for Chapter 12. Frostpaw saw the whole thing happen. She felt sad because Ashpaw was just trying to help. Maybe some sleep will help me forget about it. Okay, so Ashpaw didn't know that they were gonna come at her for having a collar, so he literally came to the gathering for no reason. Anyway, it was nightfall, title drop, and the fireflies lit the sky up. Russetpaw taught Frostpaw about the seasons, and she knew the terrible leaf bear was near. Frostpaw couldn't go to sleep. She could only think about how Ashpaw saved her today. What about when Leaf Bear, and I wrote in parentheses winter, as if, okay, what about when Leaf Bear comes? What will we do? Will we die? Frostpaw had so many thoughts. She put herself to sleep. Frostpaw was standing in the middle of nowhere. A cat appeared in front of her. It was all black. Who are you? Asked Frostpaw. I am Darkstar, the leader before Swiftstar, he said. I have come from StarClan for a short amount of time to help you. What? Why me? I'm just a kitty pet. Darkstar smiled. You have many things ahead of you. What does that mean? Leaf Bear is coming. I will help you through it. Wow, okay, that's a bold promise. But what about Ashpaw? Ashpaw needs to learn some respect. Frostpaw stood still. She knew it was true, but she couldn't get him out of her head. It is time for me to leave now, said Darkstar. Wait! It was too late. Darkstar had disappeared. I still want to know what this feeling was. Okay, you have a crush, idiot. Frostpaw quickly sat up. It was a dream? She could still smell Darkstar's scent all around her. When Frostpaw stepped out of the apprentice's den, the whole ground was covered in snow. What? What? Leaf Bear is here, she shouted, worried. It sure is. Russetfur stretched out and yawned. We will have to look for prey more carefully. Humph, I can't believe I have to groom the elders. Ashpaw walked up in the distance. Good morning, Ashpaw, Frostpaw said with a smile. What's so good about it? Ashpaw grunted. It's Leaf Bear, and I'm stuck grooming the elders. It can't get any worse. Ashpaw walked away to get some mouse bile to kill the ticks on the elders. Well, someone's grumpy, laughed Russetfur. But Russetfur, it's Leaf Bear. How will we survive? Frostpaw, can you shut up for like 2 seconds? Don't worry, we'll make it through somehow. Frostpaw and Russetfur went hunting the whole day to stock up before all the prey was gone. What? Wow, what a large fresh kill pile for Leaf Bear. Thank you. Well, that doesn't make any sense. The prey will go bad if you pile it up like that. This is wasteful. Oh my god, said Swiftstar to Russetfur and Frostpaw. You're welcome, said Frostpaw, but we must not eat all of it today. We have to save some for other days. You can't save prey like that. It goes bad. Leaf Bear is a long season, said Swiftstar. Understood. Russetfur only took a fat robin from the pile. Frostpaw took a large vole. Eat well, because we might not eat like this for a while, said Russetfur. Frostpaw shuffled in her moss bed, unable to sleep. Will Darkstar come again? What will he tell me? Frostpaw thought. I'll just sleep and let my mind determine that. Frostpaw fell into a deep sleep. When she woke up standing in the middle of a forest, she knew she was dreaming. Darkstar, are you there? Frostpaw walked deeper into the never-ending forest. Darkstar, where are you? Oh, is this like the dark forest? I don't know. Frostpaw looked around but only saw trees. Suddenly she saw a yellow cat huddled over a kit in the snow. Leaf Kit, don't leave me, shouted the cat with tears in her eyes. Frostpaw just stared in shock. The kit stopped breathing and closed its eyes. Ooh, edgy. Leaf Kit, no! Ah! I'm sorry. Frostpaw jumped awake. What are you yelling about? Russet Fur just got up. Leaf Kit is dead, shouted Frostpaw. How do you know who Leaf Kit is? I never showed her to you, said Russet Fur. That's not the point. Leaf Kit is dead, shouted Frostpaw again. You think she's dead? Who gave you that idea? Follow me. Russet Fur took Frostpaw to the nursery. See? That light brown kit with the white face and belly? That's Leaf Kit, still alive and happy. But what about the yellow cat? Asked Frostpaw. You mean Lemon Fur? She's crawled around Leaf Kit, see? But I'm going hunting. Bye. What? Isn't it the middle of the night? Russet Fur ran away. But my dream. Frostpaw still wanted to figure out what her dream meant, since it didn't happen. Oh, I'll just forget about it. I'm going to go see what Ashpaw's up to. Ashpaw? Frostpaw walked into the apprentice's den. Finally, I'm finished grooming the elders. Oh, Frostpaw, what do you want? Ashpaw sat up and looked at Frostpaw. I just wanted to know what you were doing. Nothing. Why? You were obviously doing something. Just curious. Okay, then please leave me in peace then. Frostpaw was surprised Ashpaw said that. Ooh, that typo. She still wanted to know why Ashpaw saved her though. Ashpaw saved you? He didn't save you. He just took your collar off. Ashpaw, why did you break my collar if you don't like me? Ashpaw's ears perked up, but he didn't answer. Please answer me. Frostpaw walked closer to Ashpaw. Oh, this is so dramatic. Ashpaw didn't have the courage to finish his sentence. He ran away with his head down. Frostpaw stared as he ran. I wonder what he was trying to say. Probably I love you, because this is a cliche story written by a 9-year-old. Later that day, the warriors came home with the prey that they caught. The pile was very small. How are we all going to eat that? Asked Frostpaw. We still have leftovers. We still have leftovers from yesterday. I don't know how many times I have to say it. You can't have leftovers. It goes bad, said Swiftstar. But I'm afraid it's still not enough. I'll have to make an announcement. Swiftstar jumped onto the high rock. Cats, please come under the high rock before you eat. Since our supply of prey is low, only kits, queens, and elders get to eat the prey right now. Elders? They're the ones on the way out. They're gonna die anyway. That's mean, I shouldn't say that. Warriors and apprentices, I'm sorry. The queens need food to make milk. The kits, of course, need to survive. And our elders are weak. Yeah, they're gonna die anyway. They're on the way out, bro. You are stronger than them. That is all. Well, that stinks, mumbled Ashpaw. Then there was a yell from the nursery. Leaf Kit, no! Wow, turns out our girl is psychic. Leaf Kit, don't leave me, shouted Lemon Fur. Do cats know what lemons are? Why is this cat's name Lemon Fur? Whatever. Shouted Lemon Fur with tears in her eyes. My dream, Frostpaw thought, shocked. All the cats rushed to the nursery. Leaf Kit stopped breathing and closed her eyes. Leaf Kit, no! Shouted Lemon Fur. Leaf Bear has already brought an unwanted death. That kid was like just born, said Swiftstar, shaking his head. An orange cat quickly ran to Lemon Fur to comfort her. Gingerpelt, why? Why our kit? Asked Lemon Fur. Gingerpelt could not reply. She would have grown up to be a strong warrior, said Swiftstar. We will mourn for her. The cats took Leaf Kit's body and buried it. Then they stood around where they buried her and mourned. Okay, I'm so descriptive. After the cats were done mourning, it went back to their regular schedule. Alright, that kit's dead. We mourned. Now we gotta go back to hunting and doing cat stuff. I don't get it. You said Leaf Kit was dead, and she wasn't, and now she is. Did you do something to her? Russet Fur was confused. No, of course not. Why would I want to hurt her? Replied Frostpaw. Well, she did die after you said she was dead. That is some compelling evidence there, Russet Fur. Look, Russet Fur, I had a bad dream. Frostpaw couldn't come up with the right words to explain. I'm watching you. You really don't trust me? Frostpaw flicked her tail, irritated. Russet Fur ignored her and walked away. Humph, why would I want to kill Leaf Kit? It was that dream that came true, that's all. Or did my dream kill her? I'll go ask Ashpaw. As if the apprentice the same age as you knows the answer. Ashpaw, can I talk to you about Leafkit? Frostpaw walked up to Ashpaw and sat down. What about her? Can y'all show some respect? She just died, asked Ashpaw. Well, I had a dream, and everything that happened now happened exactly in my dream. A sign from StarClan. Why didn't you tell anyone? Leafkit could have been alive if you... Leafkit could have been alive if you told someone. I thought it was just a bad dream, okay? I told Russet for Leafkit was dead, but when we checked on her, she wasn't, and now he thinks I have something to do with it. Frostpaw was about to cry over all the confusion. How was I supposed to know, Ashpaw? How? I'm so tired. It's 12 in the morning, guys. Look, I'm sorry. It's just that I never get dreams from StarClan, and you're new, and you got a dream. I don't know why. Darkstar visited me, and... Darkstar? You mean the former Wind Clan leader? He was the best. Well, gosh. Anyways, he said he would help me through Leaf Bear. Did he say anything about me? Ashpaw was very excited. Frostpaw thought about what Darkstar said about Ashpaw. She decided to tell him. Maybe if she did, he would be less stubborn. I don't think stubborn is the right word to use here. It's more disrespectful than stubborn. He said you need to learn some respect. Ah, that's the word. Ashpaw froze. He did? I'm sorry, but yes. It's okay. I am disrespectful. Take it like a champ. Just like I was disrespectful to you, Frostpaw. Frostpaw was happy he was finally getting some sense into him. Come on, we should get some sleep, said Ashpaw. You sure you want a kitty pet next to you? Asked Frostpaw. Who said you were a kitty pet? Purred Ashpaw. What? Frostpaw smiled. She knew they were becoming friends. They went to sleep. This is so goddamn cheesy. Chapter 15. Hey, wake up. Frostpaw shuffled in her sleep. Then she remembered Ashpaw was next to her. She didn't say anything because he felt warm. I said wake up. It was a brown cat with a white face. Who are you? Asked Frostpaw, drowsy. I'm Eaglepaw. Oh, you're Eaglepaw. I was wondering when I'd get to meet you. She's been in camp for like, what, 4 days? And she hasn't met everybody? That's not the point. You and Ashpaw need to get up now. Is there a problem? Yes, a big one. So vague. Frostpaw nudged Ashpaw with her paw. Huh? What did I miss? Ashpaw woke up. It seems that we are needed, said Frostpaw. Not just you, everyone, said Eaglepaw. Eaglepaw, Frostpaw, and Ashpaw walked to the high rock. Everyone was already there, and they looked worried. What's going on? Frostpaw asked Russet Fur. Not anything good. I'll let Swiftstar tell you. Cats, I have bad news. Swiftstar's face was full with worry. Since it's Leaf Bear, prey has been small, and RiverClan has been stealing our prey. What? The crowd of cats yelled in shock. I know. I've been trying to reason with them, but they said their clan is hungry too. But they have a river full of fish, yelled a cat. Shouts of agreement rose through the crowd. Silence. Silence. I know they do. That's why we are going to war? 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 Frostpaw looked over to Ashpaw. Ashpaw looked back at Frostpaw, and he had a worried look on his face as well. I know it's a bit much, but since it's Leaf Bear, we need our prey more than ever, said Swiftstar. I can agree with that, said Whitefoot. Good then, we will launch a surprise attack on them at nightfall. Ooh, title drop again. Yes, Swiftstar. Whitefoot went away to the warriors to talk about something. I have a bad feeling about this. Ashpaw looked over to Frostpaw. Why? We just need to stay out of the way and fight really hard. Frostpaw, you have no experience in fighting. You have no training whatsoever. You make it sound easy, but that's not what I mean. Swiftstar only has 2 lives left. He could lose them in this battle. Ooh, I see. We should get prepared. I'm going training with Whitefoot. See you later. Ashpaw walked away to Whitefoot. I guess I'll get rested for the big attack. Big attack. Frostpaw went over to her bed and went to sleep. Frostpaw stood in the middle of nowhere, and all around her was gray. Darkstar, are you here? Frostpaw looked around for him. I am here. I am here. A figure appeared out of thin air. Darkstar, why did Leafkit die? Why did RiverClan steal from us? Why? Questions will remain unanswered. Something's happened. You must learn to get over it. God damn, Darkstar. Frostpaw stood frozen. How could she forget Leafkit? I know what you're thinking. It was Leafkit's time to come to StarClan. Darkstar looked up. Leafkit, come down. A cat hovered to the ground. Leafkit, it's you. Frostpaw ran up to her. Yes, it's me. I'm fine, see? And you can talk. Yes, I can. And I have much to tell. Girl, you were just born. What do you mean? Leafkit sat down. Frostpaw sat and perked her ears up to listen. First, please tell my mother that I am fine and she needs to stop mourning for me. Sis, you died yesterday. Okay, got it. And RiverClan did steal your prey, but they are planning a surprise attack on you at Sun High. Isn't this cheating? What? I have to warn everyone. No need to. You can't. Why not? StarClan is calling us back. We must go. Frostpaw had almost forgotten to ask Darkstar about the feeling she had. Wait, Darkstar, what is this feeling? Darkstar looked down at Frostpaw as he was flying away and said, it's called love. This is so dumb. Chapter 16. Wah! Frostpaw jerked up from her sleep. She looked around and saw that everyone was still preparing for the war. War? Love? It can't be. No, it can't. Could it be? I'll just forget it. Oh, the attack RiverClan is planning. Girl, you're thinking a mile a minute. What happened to No Thoughts Head Empty? Frostpaw's thoughts were cut off by a cat jumping on her back. Ah! Frostpaw turned around and used her hind legs to kick the cat off. How did you learn how to do that? No one taught you how to fight. It's Sun High. I was too late. Frostpaw, are you okay? Ashpaw was running up to her, but a cat pinned him to the ground. This is so whack. Frostpaw bit the cat's neck and threw it off of Ashpaw. You're not that strong, honey. How can you do that? What's going on? Ashpaw got up and shuddered. RiverClan is attacking. What? They got to us first. Well, we have to fight. Right. Frostpaw looked over and saw Lemon Fur struggling to fight a white cat off her. Isn't it, like, against the code to fight a queen? Isn't that, like, illegal? Frostpaw ran over to her and hissed as loud as she could to the cat. It must have scared it because the she-cat ran away. Are you kidding me? You're telling me a grown-ass she-cat was scared by an apprentice hissing at her? Okay. I don't know what 9-year-old me was on. That'll teach her. Thank you, Frostpaw, Lemonfur said, standing up with the energy she had left. Lemonfur, I have to tell you something. Frostpaw almost forgot to tell her about Leafkit. Please make it quick. I have to fight. Do queens fight? Is that a thing that happens? Leafkit visited me in a dream and told me to tell you she's fine in StarClan and you need to stop being sad. You need to stop being sad right now. Leafkit, she said that? Yes, I almost forgot to tell you. They were interrupted by a loud yell of pain in the distance. I'd know that scream anywhere. You've only known this dude for like a week. Frostpaw ran as fast as she could and saw a huge, completely black cat looming over Russetfur. Frostpaw stood frozen. She saw the blood drip from the cat's fangs and blood seeping out of Russetfur's throat. She wanted to help, but the fear held her back. But it didn't hold you back from hissing at the cat attacking Lemonfur? No, I have to do it for my clan, she thought. But another part of her said, I'm just a kitty pet. I'm too scared. Wah, wah, wah. She shook her head. I have to snap out of it. You hurt my friend. Now I will hurt you. What is this, an anime? Frostpaw sprang with all her might to the cat, who was 5 times as big as her, and snatched it as hard as she could on its side. Oh, a Wind Clan apprentice. You're so puny that didn't even hurt. Is this your friend? He's gone if that's what you're upset about. Don't say that. I may be small to you, but I'm gonna claw your eyes out. As if. I am the RiverClan deputy, Blackfeather. You can't beat me. I can if I want. Watch me. Frostpaw sprang onto Blackfeather's back and bit his neck as hard as possible. Blackfeather hissed. He was in pain just a little. He used his paw to slap Frostpaw off of his back, picked up Frostpaw by the neck, and threw her across the ground. What, like a rag doll? She was flung way into the air. What? Didn't I just say she was thrown across the ground? Not the air, whatever. She was flung way into the air, and she landed hard into the bottom of a tree? God. I can't get up. Is this it? Is this my first and final battle? It's the end for me. I hope. Ashpaw lives. Bleh. Frostpaw slowly closed her eyes. Chapter 17. Frostpaw, please wake up. Frostpaw, we need you. No, you don't. She's literally useless. What? Frostpaw opened her eyes. Ashpaw, is that you? No, it's Eaglepaw. Frostpaw quickly sat up. Then where's Ashpaw? Don't worry, he's okay. It's you everyone was worried about. Where am I? You're in Clearwing's den, see? Frostpaw turned around and saw Clearwing look at her and smile. You were thrown into that tree pretty hard. You were out cold for 5 hours. Do cats know what hours are? Do they count like that? Okay, Clearwing said. So the war is over? Asked Frostpaw. Yep. What? Then call it a battle, not a war. Yep, we won. But there were some deaths. Who died? Frostpaw thought of Russet Fur immediately. Clearwing looked at Frostpaw straight in the eye and sighed. Swiftstar lost a life, and the cats that died. Clearwing, please tell me. Brown Stripe, Peachtail, and Frostpaw, I know you don't want to hear this, but Russet Fur. Frostpaw stared at Clearwing in shock. No, not Russet Fur. Blackfeather was too strong for him. A tear ran down Frostpaw's cheek, and that tear was followed by many more until a stream of tears were running down her face. Oh, why did I write like this? That can't be true, Frostpaw said, sobbing. He can't be dead. Russet Fur wasn't even that nice to you, bro. Why are you so sad? If you want to see where we buried him, I can show you. Frostpaw couldn't find the words to speak, so she nodded her head. Clearwing led Frostpaw to where they bury all dead cats. Here it is. There is Russet Fur's. How do you know? I can tell each individual by scent. Oh. Frostpaw went over to Russet Fur's burial place and touched it with her nose. I'll always remember you, Russet Fur. I miss you. I have good news, though. This man just died, and you're straight up saying I have... Okay. Clearwing knew Frostpaw was sad. What? Follow me. Swiftstar wants to see you. Frostpaw followed Clearwing to where Swiftstar was. She saw that Ashpaw and Eaglepaw were already there. Come with me, Swiftstar said to Ashpaw and Frostpaw. He took them to the High Rock. All cats come under the High Rock for a clan meeting. I was watching Ashpaw, Eaglepaw, and Frostpaw during the battle. Frostpaw showed great bravery when she risked her life to try to save Russet Fur, and Ashpaw and Eaglepaw battled until they dropped. I would like to make them warriors. How much time has passed? Not enough for them to become warriors. We're going to become warriors, yay! Frostpaw, do you choose to live by the warrior code and help your clan no matter what? I do. Then from this moment on, you will be known as Frostheart. Wind Clan appreciates you. Frostheart, Frostheart, Frostheart. I'm so tired. The crowd of cats cheered below. And Ashpaw, do you choose to live by the warrior code and help your clan no matter what? I do. Then from this moment on, you will be known as Ashtail. Wind Clan appreciates you also. Ashtail, Ashtail, yay. The cats cheered again. And lastly, Eaglepaw, do you choose to live by the warrior whatever, I do. Then from this moment on, you will be known as Eagleflight. What an original name. Wind Clan appreciates you too. They all hopped down from the rock. Eagleflight went somewhere else. Wow, thanks 9-year-old me for putting that detail in. So we're warriors now, said Frostheart. Yeah, no more apprentice jobs, Ashtail purred. Russet Fur would have been proud, Frostheart. You think so? I know so. Ashtail licked Frostheart on the ear. Ooh, a smooch. Whitefoot is proud of you too. You went to a stupid furball to a sophisticated warrior. Frostheart joked, and they both laughed. They walked over to the warrior's den, because they're grown-ups now. I'm going to get some sleep, said Frostheart. Hey, where did he go? Frostheart looked around for Ashtail. Ashtail came back with a sparrow in his mouth. Don't you want to eat first? He asked with a smile on his face. Oh yeah, I'm starving. They ate the sparrow together and lay on their backs, full. Good night, Ashtail. Good night, Frostheart. They both curled up and went to sleep. Okay guys, we're almost done. There's only 2 more chapters. The sun shining in Frostheart's eyes made her wake up. Ashtail, wake up. Oh, it's a new leaf. Leaf Bear is finally over, Ashtail said happily. Prey will be easier to find. Why is time passing by so fast? No more deaths. That's great, purred Frostheart. All the other cats slowly woke up to see that it was New Leaf too. Ah, New Leaf, we will be able to restock our fresh kill pile. It's not like I literally just said that. Swiftstar came out of his den. Frostheart, Ashtail, Patchfur, and Gingerpelt will be on the morning patrol. Please get some fat prey. PH, fat. Yes, sir, they all said. The patrol went into hunting territory. Frostheart and Ashtail stuck together, while Patchfur and Gingerpelt were on the team. Frostheart sniffed the air. I smell a vole. How do you smell a vole? I smell a pigeon. These are not things you would find on Wind Clan territory. That's Thunder Clan territory. Frostheart crouched down and saw the vole, and Ashtail crouched down the other direction and saw the pigeon. They sprang at the same time at their target. Got it, they both said. They met up with Patchfur and Gingerpelt where they started. I got a mouse, said Patchfur, and I got a squirrel. There are no trees in Wind Clan. How are you finding a squirrel? Good, let's head back, Frostheart said. Agreed, they all replied. The cats walked back to the camp. Oh, look at how nice and plump that prey is. I'm impressed, purred Swiftstar. Thanks, Ashtail grinned. They put their kill in the fresh kill pile. I'm going in the nursery to check on things. Check on what? You're not the medicine cat, and you're not a father. What are you doing? Okay, see you later. Frostheart watched Ashtail go to the nursery. Eagleflight walked up to Frostheart. "Oh, hi, Eagleflight." Eagleflight narrowed his eyes and grinned. "What's wrong?" Frostheart saw the way he was grinning. "You know, New Leaf is mating season." What the hell? Eagleflight grinned even bigger. "You should pair up with Ashtail." Frostheart's whole face turned red. "Who gave you that idea?" She knew that's how she felt, but she didn't want anyone to know. "Come on, Frostheart, it's obvious. Don't try to hide it." Frostheart's face turned even brighter of embarrassment. "Say what you want, I don't care." Frostheart ran away. Eagleflight watched. Yeah, they totally go together. Chapter 19. Back from the nursery, Frostheart saw Ashtail walk out of the nursery. Then you're okay. Yeah, the kits are fine and so are the queens. That's good to know. Frostheart then thought of what Eagleflight said and her face turned bright red. "Are you okay? You're blushing." "Yeah, I'm fine," she said nervously. "Is New Leaf mating season?" Ashtail blushed. "Well, yes," he said. "Why?" "Oh, just curious, tee-hee." "Okay then, want to come hunt with me?" "You just went hunting." "Sure. Hunting will get this off of my mind. How did Eagleflight know? Did I make it obvious?" "Are you coming or not?" Ashtail turned around and was waiting for Frostheart. "Oh yeah, wait up." They hunted for the whole day. Okay. It was nightfall, title drop, by the time they got back. "Here, take my mouse." Ashtail pushed his mouse over to Frostheart. "Are you sure? You haven't eaten." "You're more important." Ashtail blushed. "I wonder if that gave it away. She probably knows," he thought. "Thanks, it's delicious." "Welcome." As they were lying under the stars in complete silence, Frostheart couldn't get what Eagleflight said out of her head. Ashtail couldn't find the right words to tell Frostheart. Finally, Ashtail spoke up. "The stars are beautiful, aren't they?" "Yeah, I like how they twinkle in the sky. Stars make me feel nice for some reason." For some reason. "And they truly are beautiful." Ashtail turned to Frostheart. "Frostheart, you're my star." This is so cheesy. You guys don't know how hard I'm cringing. Frostheart turned to Ashtail and stared in shock. "He felt the same? He does. He really does." "I hope you feel the same." "Ashtail, I do. I just didn't say anything because I wasn't sure. Even after all the things I've done to you." "That was the past. It's the present now, and the past doesn't matter anymore." "Thank you for forgiving me. I never realized what a fool I was, and I probably never would if it wasn't for you." "I don't think it was me. I think it was a change." Frostheart put her paw on Ashtail's heart. "In there." Ashtail looked at Frostheart and smiled. "I can't believe she forgives me after all I've done. I've been a jerk, a mouse brain." "Hey, I know what you're thinking." Ashtail was surprised. "Huh?" "Remember, the past is the past. The present is here, and the past doesn't matter anymore. Don't get yourself down. Now we should get some sleep. Good night," said Frostheart, the anime protagonist. Good night. A few weeks later, Frostheart and Ashtail had kittens, and they were named... What? We just went right into that, huh? Okay, and they were named Flower Kit, Golden Kit, and Rose Kit. They were all girls. "You may go play," Frostheart said to her kits. "Yay," the kits said. Frostheart looked to Ashtail, and they smiled at each other and watched their kits play. If only Rosemary could see me now. That was a trip. That was, oh my god. Oh, remember guys, I wrote this when I was 9, so like, it's bad. I know, I'm aware it's bad. If you stayed for the whole thing, you're amazing. Props, like, I can't believe you stayed for the whole thing. I'm very proud of you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, shine bright.